Hey guys, it's Phil Officer here. Have you ever looked at something so close you can't even really tell what it is you're looking at? And the only way to really get a feel for what you're looking at would be to somehow zoom out. But if you never could zoom out, then this would just be its own thing and you just make a name for it because that's all you ever saw. But if you zoom out, you can see it's just a shoebox with Phil Officer next to it. The same thing can be said about the human experience, right? If you had better vision, you would see all these little microscopic bugs crawling on my face, and you wouldn't really even make out that this is like a human head. You just see all this moving like the hair follicles, you would see them so precisely that you see all these like this dust mites on them. I'd look terrible. If you even look even slightly closer than you are right now, I don't want you to see it. We get used to the scope that we view things at, and we create concepts at the level that we see things at, because what else are we supposed to do? And with the help of science, we can zoom in and see things a lot smaller and give labels to those smaller things, right? At least zoom in, label them, zoom back out. But have you ever thought about the fact that we could zoom in infinitely small and see that most things are just empty space? I mean, think about it. Take a huge zoomed out perspective. There's this little speck. Oh, what is that little speck? Oh my, oh, it's the Earth. What is that little speck doing? Oh, it's spinning. Oh, it's spinning so fast. Oh, look closer. Oh, look, it's actually, oh, if you wait long enough, it goes around this fireball. Oh man, so it's spinning and it's moving and it's a little speck and there's all this empty space around it. Okay, well that's obviously true for the Earth, right? But that's not true like once you zoom in more. Well, yeah, it is. Zoom in more, zoom in more. Okay, whoa, look at the rock is like right here. Oh, look at these little things crawling around on there. Oh, let's zoom in. Oh, zoom, 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 zoom. There's these atoms. And there's these little things flying around the center of them. And look at all the empty space between the electron and the neutron. And wow, Jimmy Neutron. This is so cool. My brain's gonna explode. But your brain also, if you zoom in on that thing, it's just a bunch of empty space too. Empty space, movement, empty space, movement. Conceptually, that doesn't seem to really get us anywhere because life seems solid. 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 So clearly, we don't really need to bother with all that empty space movement stuff because we live in the world of solid stuff. But just because something seems a certain way doesn't mean it's true. It might seem like I'm gone. Where I left? But I didn't. I just bent over and sat back up. So things can seem a certain way, but then you can be wrong. And we've proven that a million times over as humans. So what use could we get out of this realization that just about everything is nothing? What does that help us with? One way that I think this understanding can improve your life is by acknowledging that you're not something solid. You came from outer space. You are a part of the universe. And part of being a part of the universe is being nothing. I know it feels like something to be you, and maybe you just cling to that for the rest of your life. But for me, and maybe for some other people, it's too fascinating to look closer. Upon a real close inspection, it actually doesn't seem like anything to be you. When you let go of all the stories and the dramas of daily life, there's this weird emptiness that remains. And it's the same empty nothingness that everything is. And of course, you're part of that same empty nothingness. So, this is what I want to leave you with, this experiment, okay? Go in a room completely alone. Leave your phone out of the room too, because that keeps you from really being alone. So, go in a room alone for 5 minutes. Sit down, lay down, stand there, and ask yourself, is there anybody in this room? And just keep asking that. Is there anybody in this room? At first, the answer seems like obviously, yes, I'm in the room. But after you ask it enough times, just see, does anything start to change? For me personally, I start to notice that there's nobody in this room. I don't see anybody. Of course, logically speaking, this is stupid because you're in the room, so there's somebody in there. But from your experience, you don't see anybody. You can look down and see parts of a person, but do you see anybody in the room? And while you're in there, let's say you're sitting down. I want you to think about the fact that you are sitting on your bottom, but your bottom is actually your feet. Your feet are the bottom, your head is the top. So if you're sitting on your bottom, why is it in the middle of your body? you're actually more like sitting on your lower back. And sit there and think about that. What if we called our butt our lower back? I'm sitting on a curvy back with turn blends into legs. Where do legs begin? And where does the butt start? Where does the back end and the back start? Like these are just arbitrary lines. There's no like if you zoom in, where does it actually change? The last thing I want you to consider is I mean, being human is a mystery. If it wasn't, we would have solved it by now. We've had enough smart people that should figure out what's going on, and nobody has. So sit back and enjoy the mystery. I mean, it is a beautifully mystifying experience to be human. Well, that was a whole lot of rambling today, but if you kind of like this spitballing approach of like talking about random stuff that makes you feel like so confused, and if you want more, like start showing up. Where is everybody? Nobody's like showing up to the show. Let's keep doing it, right? So thanks for coming. Phil Officer out, baby.